Welcome along everybody, it is round 32 of the Hot Lap Challenge and we are here at Fuji in the GR3s racing medium, and if you do the race it does get a bit wet, so be very careful, and it's a long race, 24 laps, but thankfully we don't have to do that for the hot laps. So let's get into the lap now. Here we go. Good exit out the final corner. You're going to rev 5th gear all the way to the end here. Get ready for turn 1 now. For turn 1 we are braking just before the 100. As you can see here, I am just getting on the brakes all the way down to 1st gear. Change up to 2nd before the apex and get a good turn out. Here we go. Down to 1, up to 2nd again. On the inside of the curb, get on the power as soon as you can. Use all the curb on the exit and get ready for a very tricky corner where you will lose time if you get a penalty here, so be very, very careful. Braking around about the 75 mark. I'm just coming off the throttle now. Let's go forward another couple of meters. There you go, full on the brakes. Now for turn in on this one, I think I'm turning in at the 50 board and down to 3rd gear, and you want to cut as much as you can without getting a penalty on the inside. And then when you run out on the exit, you want to get as far out onto the red and white curb as you can without getting a penalty there again. Here we go. So cut onto this one and then get on the power, cut onto this. That's nice. I'm keeping a tight line here. Let it go out a little bit down to 3rd and then go on the power. Touch the curb on the inside and you will make this one. Just before the 50 on the right hand side there, I am braking in a straight line. Down to 1st, then straight up to 2nd on the apex again, and you want to get on the power as soon as you can because you make a lot of time down this complex here. Down to 1st, up to 2nd, on the power as soon as you can, run out onto the curb if required. Keep a shallow line through here on this curb, make sure you hit the curb on the inside here up to 5th gear. And we're not braking at the sign anymore, we're braking at the orange barrier on the right hand side, so let's go to that. As you can see, still on full power. Get to the barrier here, and I'm just coming off full power, getting onto the brakes now. Again, you want to try and brake in a straight line. You go down to 1st gear and you want to be very ginger through here because in 1st gear the car can spin out quite easily. So here we go, down to 1st, cut onto the curb here, a little bit of power, then up to 2nd. As soon as you can get the car straight, get on the power, up to 3rd, and then when just after the start of the green AstroTurf here on the left, that's where you're going to brake and go back down to 2nd gear. For this one, as you can see, I'm just starting to brake. And you don't want to cut in too far on the right hand side for this apex. You can hit the red and white curbing, but don't go all over it because you will unsettle the car quite badly. So here we go. Down to 2nd, get just onto this bit, that's fine. Again, keep it tight here. When you get to the end of that curbing, as you can see, I'm starting to brake. I think I'll go down to 1st for this one. Let's have a look. Down to 1st, then back up to 2nd. Cut all onto this one. Be very careful here on power, because if you get anywhere on that AstroTurf, you're spinning the car around, and even as you're straightening the car will go out. So be very careful on power through here. As you can see, just about here where the mark intersects with the AstroTurf on the far left of the screen there, that's where I start braking. Try to brake on a wide line and then you can cut in and go back on this part of the apex, full power. So here we go. Up to 2nd, get onto here, get on the power as soon as you can, run out onto this curb if needed. And then it's a long drag to the line. Rev it out to 9,000 RPM and then change gear. Get your best results here. And that brought me a 39.9. I am looking at getting another few tenths off that if possible. But I'm away for the rest of the week, so I don't think I'll get much time before Sunday. But what we'll do now is we'll go out of car and start it again. Here we go. So revving it all the way out in 5th. And you want to get as close to the 100 board as you can here. Use the curb on entry. Take a late entry into this corner, so it means you can get on the power a bit earlier. And that was nice. 70 metres out, start braking for that one, turn in, use all the curb here if you can. I have gone wider than that and got away with it, so be very careful though. As soon as you touch that curb on the inside, you know you're going to make it. There's the 50 board, down to first, up to second, get on the power as soon as you can. Could have been a bit tighter there, but that's okay. As I said, I still have a few tenths to find for my optimum, but this isn't too bad. There's the orange barrier, down to first. Cut right in onto this one, give it a squirt of power, then get ready for the left hand part. Then get straight as you can, don't hit the bollard. Again, just nicely onto that curb and run out this one as best you can. Down to first to get the car rotated, up to second. Very careful on throttle, as you can see it was half throttle there. There's the tyre mark. Up to second, cutting on the curb and run across to the line. Not a long challenge, it's a long race if you decide to do it. As I said, 24 laps. And if the weather comes in, it's going to be absolutely miserable to run this one. But we all enjoy a bit of misery now and again. A 1:39.908, and I will see you all in the next one. Cheers, people. Ta-ta for now.